Hey everyone, Greenbeard here. Welcome back to another MLB 9 Innings 23 video on my channel. It is now the month of June, at least when I'm recording this. And that means that we can get a few more historic player packs in our search for either Mike Schmidt Sig or his Supreme. So we'll go get a handful of them and we'll open them and let's see what we can pull. Alright, so the historic packs are back because it's a new month. And as always, we will be opening these until we get a Mike Schmidt, is the goal at least. And we'll also open these vintage packs and, maybe we get really lucky and pull a Pete Alexander legend. But we'll go with these historic packs one by one. If we pull a Sig Mike Schmidt, we would also take that. So no Supreme there. Normal Trevor Hoffman. Nothing there. 3 more here. Just a normal gold. 2 more. Another Trevor Hoffman, which we don't need because we have our Trevor Hoffman fully leveled up now. All right, so absolutely nothing from this batch. A ton of the Nationals Larry Walker, which is kind of annoying. And let's, where they go? Oh, packs. We've got 18 premium vintage. Show me Pete Alexander. All right, so nothing from the first batch of 10. Show me Pete Alexander. And nothing from this batch either. All right, well, we're going to have a ton of vintage cards to combo away when we have the stars to do so. So as you can see, we have a Mike Schmidt Supreme here. I got 2 more of them off camera, and the moment I decided to open a couple more of these historic packs off camera, we pull a Supreme Mike Schmidt. And that's a fun Walter Johnson card. But, oh man, that is such a relief. I'm done with historic packs now. Don't need anything other than Mike Schmidt. Means we still have that sig change to figure out what we want to use it on. But when the second GI from the GI sale becomes available for stars, we'll get that. We'll use it on Schmidt. And it'll probably be a long time before we get him in the starting lineup, but we absolutely will work on him. We'll work on getting him trained up, and ideally long term, he will be our third baseman. And because his base fielding is higher, he would be a much better card at third base, whereas his sig would have to be a DH. So I'm just very, very relieved that we pulled him. So we have a new card to work on. Alrighty, so as you saw, we were finally, luckily, able to pull Schmidt's Supreme. I'll show you the train we've got on him through 20. And it's pretty good. Low speed, that's what we want. Designed so that we can a little more easily get the finalized train we want, getting him anywhere between 115 and 120 field. So we will now use our GI on him, and we will take him Black Diamond. Now, I know we have Goose Gossage as well that we can take Black Diamond. However, just show him off real quick. There he is. However, the reason I'm going to take Schmidt Black Diamond is because you can tell we don't have a ton of points right now. We're a little lower on level reset tickets as well because of this training event that is going on right now. And I wanted to take Schmidt Black Diamond because getting a Supreme from level 20 to level 30 requires way more investment. And while this event is going on, I had some clubmates telling me that they went to retrain a Supreme card that they had, and that was way easier. So I want to take advantage of that so that we can maximize our resources. It does mean we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to get Goose Gossage Black Diamond, but we will make do. Now, before we get into that, getting the second GI, the one for stars, gave us enough mileage for a mileage sig. So before we do anything else, we will go pull that mileage sig. Now, assuming we don't pull a filly, we will then do a sig combo. I believe we have 2 gold sigs already. So either we pull a filly or we get a sig combination and another shot at a team sig. Nolan Arenado 21. Good card. I think his 22 is better. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I will go intermediate GI him, and we will do a 3 gold sig combo. Alrighty, so hopefully we can either see a filly, one that we could use, a better Reese Hoskins, or, you know, if not, maybe we pull a diamond sig from the combo. So that would be fun to see too. So let's see what we can get. Pull the Brave. And if I recall, that's actually a pretty good sig too. For a relief pitcher, yeah, that's a pretty good sig. Rizel Iglesias, however, not going to help us, and it is just a gold. Totally okay, though. So that means that we can hop into the next portion of this video, which will be GIing Mike Schmidt, and then taking him Black Diamond. We'll use the 15 premium skill change tickets we have on him, and then we will, once we finish all that, we'll work on special training him as well. While we're here, let's use a couple GI resets. We're going to keep using them all until we get, 72, 73 or above. That's the goal. We have 6 of these, so hopefully it doesn't take too many to get there. We have 1 OVR amp ticket, so, let's see what we can get with this card. He'll go up here. By 1. Yep. Oh, geez, man. All right. Another GI reset. He'll go up again, so that's good. Let's see 70 or above, please. 70 exactly. Since we have 3 more, I'm going to keep using them because the OVR amp ticket, ideally I want to be 72 or above, just because of the chance of going up from there. But he did go up on this reset to 74. Perfect, which means we can perfect him with the OVR amp ticket. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And Mike Schmidt's GI will now be maxed out. That is actually perfect. Wonderful. Alrighty. Now, next step, and I know this is kind of like a mad rush, but, why not, right? Now we'll take him Black Diamond. And in terms of training, I want to see if we can land skills on him first. It's not that I'm in a rush to get skills, and if we do get like a good legend skill set on him, but are unable to land anything with the couple greens and blues we got from the historic player packs, that's okay too. I'm okay with him sitting on the bench, but actually landing a skill set, a legend skill set, would help me dramatically in terms of figuring out how exactly I want to train him. So specifically, obviously, we're training for field on him. Nothing there. We're training for field on him, but at the same time, if we land bad ball hitter, that increases contact and power. There's one. Contact Master 332. What is Contact Master? Increases the batter's contact. The increased amount is increased. I mean, that's a good level set. I don't. Not you. You. Contact basic stat. He does have a high base contact. We'll use a few more. I'm intrigued by that set, but at the same time, I don't know if it's any good. I don't know if Contact Master is a good legend skill or not now. I truly have no clue. So what I'll probably do is, I'm probably going to keep using him, but if we don't pull anything else, I will likely roll the greens and blues that we have on him and, give Contact Master a shot. I don't have high hopes, but given that it's Mike Schmidt, I'd be willing to give it a shot. And we'll use the Legend Skill Change ticket on him as well. But, yeah. Ideally, I would like those levels on, like, Bad Ball Hitter. Contact Master is one of the few where I'm not entirely sure if it's any good or not. I've heard people say that they've used it and it's been okay, but at the same time, I've also Chance Maker, 331. I don't really want more. I'll hold on to it for now, but I don't really want more than one Chance Maker set in my lineup, and it's more of a support set anyway, and I want Schmitty here to be a beast for us. I'm getting a little bit of lag. I think I'm going to reset the game, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so hopefully that runs a little smoother. I decided I'm going to use this one last one on him. It doesn't appear to be running any smoother. But that gets us the Legend Skill Change ticket. We'll take our shot with that, and we'll start saving up the rest of the premiums now for Goose Gossage. But we're still going to use this Legend Skill Change ticket on Schmitty here and see if we can get, see what we can get. It's another Contact Master set. 331. It's got Batting Machine, but I believe the other one is 332. It is. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the greens that we have on him real quick. Okay. 332. All skills we change excluding. Yep. Laser Beam. No, thank you. Slugger? Absolutely. We'll take Slugger. All right. Show me Barrel It Up. That would be my ideal, I think. Barrel It Up in this last slot. Not Fastball Crusher. Come on. Flashing the leather. Okay, so we're going to have to hold out for some more blues. We've got one coming a month now. So he will be a work in progress. We're going to keep rolling on that Contact Master set and see what we can do. But that gives me a little bit clearer of a picture on how I want to finish off his train. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go and we're going to finish off his train now. Then we'll come back and we will open a bunch of packs. And we'll start working on his special train. And what I might do too is use the regular skill change tickets we have on Goose Gossage and see if we can get him like a really good set for middle relief, because some of my middle relievers, specifically Blake Parker right now, they have been a pretty big letdown for me since the update with the set that he has. As you can tell, he does not have all S-tier pitches. It'd be really, really hard to retrain him to get that, and also still hit finesse. So if we can get even like a good, if we could even get like a good fixer finesse boss set on Goose, we might put him in then, and then we would need to retrain him, of course, but we will go from there. So I think that'll be the plan for the rest of the video. But first and foremost, I'm going to go finish off training Mike Schmidt. And this is going to be Schmidt's finalized train. Um, I cannot possibly imagine trying to do that as long as it took and as many times as it failed, if there wasn't an event that was already making it twice as likely. So let's now hop into the packs so that we can work on special training Schmidt. And, we absolutely will be able to special train him. Once we finish special training Schmidt, we'll go back and work on trying to actually, before we do that, let's just straight jump into skill changes on Goose, regular skill changes, see if we can get him a middle reliever set. And then that way we can finish off his train, even if it's just like, um, you know, even if we get him a fin set, we know we're going to have to retrain him. I don't have the resources to do it yet, but at least that way I know I don't have to save the current train, So we are going to see if we can pull him. It's going to have to really come as a, already functional set because we obviously don't have any blues, and I think we only have one normal green and one premium green or something like that. But anyway, as always, I will speed up through this portion of the video, and if we pull something good in the next 154 skill change tickets, we'll stop and talk about it. All right, so if you ever wanted a tutorial on how to throw away 165 plus skill change tickets, there you go. I'm almost certain Iron Will Boss Mess is going to get absolutely destroyed. But that's probably the best set that we pulled. I'm sure you saw, basically anytime we pulled a triple three, or a triple gold set, the third skill was almost every single time put away pitch, which is it's like laser beam. I don't think there's anything they could possibly do to make that work. We're gonna go. Let me check something. Okay. I don't know if this is overkill to get him S tier breaking pitches. Probably would be when he's Black Diamond, but we'll finish this off. And even doing this, going break third, he'll still hit Dom, which is what this train is for. So that way, at least his train is done. So now we can open packs and use all the material that we have to special train Schmidt, and then once he's done, Goose. There were plenty of sets that were really close in that skill change session that I absolutely would have tried out. For example, if we landed, say, Ace, Finesse, Boss, would have loved to see something like that. Dom, Boss, Ace, or even any combination of Dom, Finesse, Boss, and then say Fixer, Pitching Machine, Stability. That's why I kept the couple sets that I did keep as long as I kept them. But any time that we landed 2 good gold skills, the third silver skill was every single time was Firefighter, which again is a useless skill. And anytime we landed triple 3 golds, the third skill was without fail, was Put Away Pitch or Giant Crusher or Inning Eater. Inning Eater was the other one. We saw a ton of Inning Eater because of course we did on a reliever where it's useless. All right, we're going to have to go do some special training. And for this video, I'm going to cut out the beginnings of the special training just to cut down on time, and I'll be back. All right, so we've got 9 more of these silver packs. We got a ton of premium player packs. I'll probably use maybe 300 of them, and then the rest of them we'll hold on to for the next video. Especially, it shouldn't be as big a deal to do that now because the 500 premium player pack event is over, which means that any premiums we save up from this point, it's not like we're going to be gaining 100 every week. We've been kind of treading water opening all these premium player packs, but that should not be an issue going forward, given that the event is over. So we've opened, 40 or 50 so far? Not a single diamond, nothing fun at all. It's a good thing I'm not looking for anything like that because the luck has been awful. There's finally a diamond. Brandon Lau. I don't think that's a good year for him. I think his best years are 20 and 21. Although his both of those cards actually are pretty good cards. Right, AJ Pollock. Almost forgot he was on the White Sox. He's struggled a little bit since he had a good year in 2020 with the Dodgers and hasn't really been able to do much since. Alrighty. Now there's a prime. Chan-Ho Park. He, if I recall correctly, he briefly pitched for the Phillies. I want to say 2009. They brought him in. He was not very good, if I recall. He bounced around between the bullpen and the rotation. But yeah, his best years obviously were the early 2000s with the Dodgers, though he had a very up and down career. He had a lot of good seasons, and then that would be sort of backed up by a really, really bad season. And I feel like that's kind of obvious if you look at his cards in the game. He's got a bunch of SIGs. He's got the prime, and then he's got 3 SIGs or something like that, which is kind of crazy. But like one of them's good, and the other one of them's meh, and one of them's awful or something like that. And I feel like that sort of is representative of his career. He's similar but different to Chinmin Wang in that Wang was really good, but not in the typical counting stats that we think of when we evaluate pitchers. So his cards in this game aren't very good because he didn't strike out batters, but he still had really good Cy Young caliber seasons. The other player I remember being like that in the mid-aughts, like 2005 through 2010 to 2015-ish was like Jose Contreras. Phillies also brought him in, I believe, also in 2009. And, and he basically served as like an inning eater, cleanup kind of guy, kind of similar role that Jamie Moyer had for the team, except he wasn't as good. Um, but another guy who had a pretty good career. I believe he was started with the White Sox, right, in 2005 when they won the World Series. It was like him and Freddie Garcia, Mark Burley, something along those lines. But, you know, I always thought of him and Chan Ho Park in a similar type vein. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm just trying to find things to talk about while we open packs. Not a ton of great going on for the Phillies in real life. Still waiting for their bats to come alive. Still waiting for Trey Turner to not be the biggest waste of money in the offseason. I have hope that he'll turn it around, but I'm not expecting it anytime soon. All right, so that'll actually probably be the end of the premium player packs, and then we'll move on to the rest. So we'll open these like random packs as well. And everything else we will, depending on, how far we get with Schmidt with what we have. Of course, we get a diamond from the premium picture pack. Dylan, or it's, I guess, premium batter pack, whatever pack that was. So we'll see how far we get with special training Schmidt. Then, of course, we still have, we'll just do these while we're here. We also have, all those, what was I going to say? Oh, special train material, duh. To use as well. But we have a ton of premiums, and with 2 cards of special train, I wanted to try to knock out and clear out our inventory as much as we could, so that we can continue opening packs in the coming weeks, and not feel like, oh man, we're so backlogged on material. And then we'll use the special train material after that. All right, so let's do the 7 live season alts first, and then we will crack in at the 46 ultimate player packs. These live season alts don't do us great, or do us much good, I should say. Hunter Greens have an okay year. 46 regular alt packs. Let's see. Our alt pack luck continues. We do get a prime there. Javi Baez, I believe that's a new prime for us. There's finally a diamond out of... Okay, so 2 diamonds in the first 20 is not great, but at least we've got 2 there. Interesting picture for Palacios there. Hey, another 10 come, and another 10 with no diamonds. They really want us to use our special train material instead of cards today, huh? Kind of crazy how all over the place and honestly bad our ultimate player pack luck is. So we had 26 that we opened today without seeing diamonds amongst those 26. So that is some of the worst, absolute worst luck that we've ever had with those packs. Hey, look, an Anthony Rendon Diamond Prime. We will take that for sure. Not even going to refresh. No point. Don't want to get rid of that Prime. Love to see the Diamond Prime. Refresh one time. All right, so nothing from this one. That's okay, because we did get a Diamond Prime, which is definitely a really fun pull. So we've got this live season Diamond. We'll open the 4 Diamond packs, and then we will open the Prime pack, and I believe we'll call that it for packs today. And then I'll show you whatever progress we make when we cap out Schmidt, and then how far we get on Goose Gossage, either with the material that we have or when we run out of points, which is also a possibility for special training. DeGrom 18. All right, so I'll go do as much, and I'll show you the progress we made. All right, so this will cap out Schmidt. As you can see, it consumed most of our points, but he is now fully done. So we'll swap over, and we will special train up Goose Gossage as much as we can before we run out of points. All right, so this is all we can do before we run out of points. As you can see, we have not even cracked the diamond because we're still working on gold special train material. But we were able to get Goose just under halfway to level 8, which is definitely something you'll love to see. So I'll level up his skill set too. Maybe give him a test run this week in middle relief. I don't think Iron Will Mess Boss is going to work, but it does say that Iron Will is based off of the basic fastball stat, which not many cards with higher basic fastball than Goose Gossage. So maybe it works. I doubt it, but we can give it a shot. It's not like Blake Parker's burning the world down to the ground, so we will give that a shot. But just before we finish off this video, I'm going to swap Schmidt in over Lazinski, and we're going to take a look at what he looks like. So remember, he is an up condition, so that he'll be 127 overall. Compare him to Franco. Now, of course, there's the difference of condition right now. So let me actually go put Franco in up condition to do this comp a little more evenly. All right, here we go. So Franco has more contact, not an issue given that Schmidt has contact master, which increases your contact stat. Schmidt has more power and more eye, which is awesome. It means he should be a lot better of a slugger. Lower speed, but he'd still hit BIU if we were to land it. And the big thing, a lot more field. And even though Franco's got a good set here, I think if we were to land Charisma or Barrel It Up in that final slot for Schmidt with Contact Master, I think the card should actually be pretty good. I don't know if he'd rake, but I think he'd be pretty darn good. His base stats alone are pretty darn awesome, and it's kind of what I've been hoping for. It's everything I'd hoped it would be and more. So we'll put him in. We'll leave him in the lineup now, but again, we'll work on getting. Just got to wait for some more blues so that we can try to get him Charisma or Barrel It Up. But until then, that'll wrap up this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.